Well, hey everybody, how's it going? Well, the weather said rain for Monday, today is Friday, and then they changed it later on to just 30% and cloudy. So I thought I'd come into this field and try and knock down at least the outside rounds. It's pretty heavy. The Timothy is getting old. The alfalfa is not bad yet, but it's got to be done. But this is one of our worst fields for being wet, and you can see over there's a Case MX Magnum coming this way, and that's Sean. And that's because I'm stuck. I think it was only here for 5 minutes and I was stuck. There's a little creek, there's a creek crossing here that we can cross right here. And I usually cross it right in this area. I probably wetter right here. I should have probably tried to cross it right there, but it's being very unusually wet, so the creek is full of water. And I should have just gave her across, but I tried to cut across it and spun out. So I gave her a few tries back and forth, and that was it. I just ended up calling Sean instead of screwing around. So he's gonna give me a pull out, and I think he's gonna stay here because there's a lot more spots here that I'm worried about. And like I cut in probably about like right there, probably over there, over there, over there. So yeah, this one's gonna be pretty like, I know there's a wet spot around this corner, and then it should be all good that way. So we'll see what happens. Okay, got the big chain hooked up. Let's see if we can just yank me out of here. That chain too long. There. This chain's a little bit too long. Don't need it that long. Too heavy too. What are you laughing at? Holy man, mosquitoes are crazy here. Now I wonder if I can just make it across there. I'm gonna try and make it across his giver. Now I wonder if I can drive over there, give around that way. I should be able to make it across with some speed. That one worked. Probably didn't even have to go that fast. Well, let's start cutting again. I didn't even make it 50 feet. It's stuck again. Man, there's water here. Should have went around that way. I think I told Sean to stay here. Oh, she's a muddy one here. Look at that. Well, just gonna have to stay away from anything that looks like it's low, which is coming up right here. So we're just gonna go around this. It's probably not even wet. Yeah, it is wet. Okay, I'm gonna have to put the camera down here. I gotta concentrate. So now I got a flat tire. So I got Sean come back. He got me a jack. We got compressor full air. Got that guy full air, and we've got some Cosby in a can. So we're gonna try and attempt to seat that thing back on the bead. Well, the ether in the can always does it. There. I should really just put a new tire in there. It's got a really slow leak. But we'll continue on now. Well, I'm on my fourth round, as you can see. Yeah, the hay's pretty heavy. It's taken all of this 160 horsepower that this girl's got to cut through it. There's a pretty good windrow behind me, and that's where I was stuck earlier. And then I was stuck over there again. But I figured out that's not where I should be crossing. I should be crossing right there. It's a hell of a lot easier to cross there. There's no dip or nothing. There. It's not bad there. I shouldn't have been crossing there. Oh well, can't remember everything. Timothy is really high. Timothy's kind of old now. The sun's getting in my eyes here. You can see how heavy it is. I'm gonna have to clean this window. It's pretty wet there. We'll go around the back and it won't be so sunny here. Well, we're going south now. This hay is not as heavy there. Until you get in there, you can see where it's all laid down, lodged. I don't take a full pass because our rake is a little bit too narrow to grab the two swaths. We need a 12-wheel rake, and I was at an auction today, and I was actually bidding on one, a used one. It was a Westward 12-wheel rake. It was actually not too bad. But for the price it went, I might as well just buy a new one. It was like 12 grand. And a new one is just a couple grand more. So I don't know. Kind of seems dumb to me, but I thought I could get it for like 7,000 or so. Didn't happen. But, so I was planning to use both rakes. We'll have two rakes going. Especially with how late it's getting now. We're in August now. And usually by the first week of August we're done all our first cut. And some of the second cut on the first cut fields are getting pretty high. I don't think there's going to be any second cut for us this year. Just be happy to get the first cut. But I really wanted to have some second cut bales this year. But it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Yeah, as you can see, this is all lodged here. We got some brome there. Which I wish there was a little bit more brome in here. You can tell where the swaths were from the barley, from the year it was planted. We didn't get the barley off right away, and some of the alfalfa died, but the grass came through pretty good. So, but hopefully this hay will be better than last year on here. Last year I was quite late on here too. I think it was around middle of August I was cutting on here for some reason. But it was pretty wet too. There, you can see where all the swaths were. I'm glad all the grass grew into them. So that's alright. I haven't got stuck anymore, which is a good thing. It is wet over there, right above where the top of the mirror is. So, anyway, we got around 600 bales off this 140 acres last year. And I think we might do that again, the way it's looking. If the hay doesn't get rained on. So I'm just going to cut these 4 rounds for today, see what the weather says for tomorrow, for the next week, and keep on going. And it's supposed to be good for the next 2 days, so, and then it's cloudy, but one weather forecast says just cloudy, and another different forecast says 10 to 20 millimeters of rain. So, who do you believe? Anyway, that'll be all for today. I think I'm gonna call her quits after this 4th round is done. Well, we're back in another field and we're stuck again. Well, actually, Dad got it stuck this time. Sean and I pulled around. But Dad got too close to the edge and it just sucks it in and swung right around. So, I think we could have pulled it out with the MX-120, but there's a way to do it, and I don't think they were doing it right. So what we gotta do is we gotta hook it onto that side and we're gonna yank it out this way in a circle. So wait for Sean to get here. Okay, we're all hooked up. So we're just going to yank it around in a half circle here. Just slowly. Well, we're back cutting again. I'm running the case right now. His dad doesn't want to run the case. He seems to plug it up all the time, and he can't tell when it's plugged up, so it gets really plugged up. So, anyway, this hay is not too bad. It's not as lodged as that other field, but we're gonna cut it. So, anyway, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe and leave your comments down below. Don't forget to click that like button for the video.